everyone, it's Arlene, and this is going to be a two-part video tutorial on how I'm going to make this little skull type of candle holder. So, this is what I had seen on YouTube that the woman made. I'm going to do it, basically, I bought everything that she had in the video, but I'm just going to embellish it a little bit more than she did. So what you would need for this, this DIY is one of these ceramic bowls from the Dollar Tree, the matching ceramic plate from the Dollar Tree. You're going to need 4 plastic skulls. You're going to need these plastic black plates. You're going to need a candle, either white or black. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet. You're going to need a red candle to light to drip down one of those candles. I'm actually going to use the chain. I'm going to put it around the plate. You'll see how I'll do that probably in the second part. But for the first, you're going to need, because it is ceramic, I'm going to either use my E6000 or my Fix-All adhesive from the Dollar Tree. This is from the Dollar Tree. This I got at Home Depot. You're going to need your glue sticks and your glue gun. So now, the first thing is, I believe the way the woman had it was she had it like this. That was her base. And then she started building her skulls like that. I don't particularly care for the way that looks, even though it looks nice. And she did take a black magic marker and just covered this and took the sticker off as much as she could because you didn't want the sticker showing through underneath the skull. But what I'm going to do instead is, even though it's going to be a candle holder on the top, I'm going to take my bowl and put it upside down, and I'm going to put my plate on top of the bowl and start like this, so this way it can be used as a plate for candy or chips or something. I think I like that better. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Fix-All adhesive, and I'm just going to go around. And this sets pretty quick, not as quick as a hot glue gun. And the reason why I'm using this is because if you want to center your plate really well, you can move it around a little bit. So I'm just feeling with my fingers. When it's upside down the other way, you can actually, I could do it this way then. Yeah. I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to center it in the middle, so I'll stand up and look over it. I didn't want to be in the video because I have the guys working on my whole bathroom upstairs, and I'm a hot mess because I couldn't take a shower. So my whole bathroom's torn apart. I mean, I could take one down here. I have a bathroom down here, but, you know, I got all these men in my house that I don't know. So I didn't want to have to take a shower and then run upstairs to the bedroom to get dressed. So I just said, forget it. So, all right. So anyhow, I digress. All right. So that's where I want it. I'm going to let that sit for about a minute. Now, where's my little plastic things that I had? Where did I put them? Hold on 1 second. I'll be right with you. All right, now in my other video, I showed you that I had these little plastic things that I actually got from the convent, from the nurses' station. And I think what I'm going to do with these, because the skulls are very hard to glue on top of each other. So I think what I'm going to do is glue one to the top of the head, and then glue another one to the bottom of the head, and then stick the two flat pieces together. This way they definitely stay. All right, so I'll get started with doing the first. Now the first skull, I don't know if you can see this. The first skull that I want on the plate, I want straight facing the front. So I'm going to place, and I'm going to do the glue gun. And just run, let me put another glue stick in here. And I'm going to run just a bead around. And I'm not worrying about taking the sticker off or painting it black. I was going to spray paint them, but you know what? I'm going to put if it shows in between the skulls, I'm just going to put a little bit of the feather boa or the orange or that other stuff. So now I'm just going to set that on the skull like so. And press it down. And as you can see, now it's a flat base. All right, can you see that? So now it's a flat base. Now I'm going to take another skull and do the same thing, but on the bottom. And I kind of want this skull to be like crooked, like this, like going this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and I don't like that piece with the ridge. Because see how this one has a ridge? I like this smaller, flatter piece better. So I'm going to take another one. And I'm just going to glue around here. I'm trying to do this fast because it's almost 2:30. And by 3 o'clock, I want to watch General Hospital. And then I got to clean. And then I got to start dinner. Because, oh, what am I doing? This goes on the bottom. Because then the husband will be home soon. I got to put another one on the top anyhow, so. To adhere the other one, so I don't care about that glue being there. So now I'm just going to run a bead around to make sure that stays, fills in any gaps. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue the two together. Now, if you don't have anything like this, these little plastic things, they have little containers at the Dollar Tree, but they're a little bit thicker. You could always maybe cut it down with an X-Acto knife or something like that. So now the second skull, I think I'm going to do like that. Yeah. See, and it gets a little top heavy because now this one is leaning, but once he's glued onto the plate, he's not going to fall over. But right now, as you can see, that's what happens. All right, so as you can see, this is how it's going to look on the plate. This is going to be the front. Now, I think the next skull, I'm going to do this way. So again, let me get one of these. Cut the little tabs off. Not that it's that important. It's going to be covered anyhow. And I'm going to... I gotta sneeze. I'm gonna just glue. I took a break from doing things because I just fed the workers nice homemade chicken noodle soup that I had in the refrigerator with some nice Italian buttered bread. So they were happy. So now, in the middle of the head, and then I'll do the bottom of this one with another top. I mean, I thought this was going to take me a really long time. That's why I wanted to do 2 videos, because if I do a video and, what do you call it? So this one goes on the bottom. And it's like over 30 minutes. It takes so long to upload, like hours for some reason. And it's just a pain in the butt. So I figured I would do 2 different videos, a part 1 and a part 2. And this way they would load up quicker. So I don't know. I'm going to still see. Alright, so if that's like that, put that like that. under like that. Let me see how that's gonna look. Yeah, that's looking kind of creepy. Kind of very excited about this. See, the way the woman was doing it, and don't get me wrong, hers came out beautiful, but she was just gluing the skull onto the skull, and it's very hard, and they kept falling, and they weren't, you know, doing anything right. I mean, she ended up getting it done at the end, but it was kind of a little bit of a hassle for her. I felt bad for her because she was filming, but she was thinking you could drill holes into it, and you could put a wooden dowel through all of them so that they're just on a wooden dowel. So you can do it however you want. I just find that these things are, like, I have hundreds of these, and they've been sitting in a bin. I'm like, what am I going to do with all these? And now, look what, I've used so many for these projects that I'm doing for Halloween. So you never know when you're going to need something. All right, so that one's going that way. This one, I think I'll have going this way. So you see where I'm going with this? So that's going to be like that. And then the top one, which way should I do the top one? Top one I could, no, this one should be this way more. And then this one could be straight, like that. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, so I need 2 more of these. Which I think I'm gonna have to use one of the fatter parts on the bottom, but that's all right. And I'm definitely gonna put either the boa or the orange or the mesh around the necks, so this way you don't see all of that. But yeah, it's looking kind of cute so far. Alright, so that this adhesive Fix-All, it stinks. It really smells bad. Alright, so now the top, I'm doing this top that way. Ow. Make that straight. So you see where I'm going with this? And then this one on the bottom, which this one's a little bit taller because I don't know why. And then this is going, where is this going? This is going on the bottom. Where is this? I'm confused. Wait. Yeah, like that. Okay. Alright, so I'm just gonna put more glue on. Yeah?
Is that peonies in the back, that red plant?
The red plant?
Yeah.
No, that's dinner plate dahlias.
They're pretty.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. They're huge.
Was that, raspberries growing with them?
Yeah, but I didn't actually get any raspberries this year for some reason.
Maybe next year.
I didn't fertilize. I was so busy working, I didn't have time to really do my garden that much. So I'm lucky I watered it, but
beautiful.
yeah, the dinner plate dahlias, they're huge.
Yeah.
They're like the size of a dinner plate. I know they're gorgeous. Thank you. Oh, sorry about that. That was one of the workers. He was admiring my dinner plate dahlias in the backyard. They are pretty. I actually ordered them from QVC, from Roberta's Garden, and they were simply gorge. The flower is actually this big, like the size of a dinner plate, bigger than a dinner plate. They're freaking gorgeous. Anyhow, back to the skulls. All right, so we're just going to continue with the glue. Get in there. There we go. All right. Okay. And then I want this to go straight like that. Alright, so that's basically the gist. Alright, so as you can see, now one of these plates is going to sit on the top. I'm going to have to get more of those things. And that's where the candle is going to go. I might have to adjust, so it's really good that you do it with the hot glue, because you can peel it apart and redo it. So once I'm going to wait for this plate to dry up about another 10 minutes. So I'm going to shut the video off and add another part, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, it's Arlene and I'm back. Alright, so as you can see, I let the plate dry for a while. And then what I did was I just glued this skull to the plate. And I mean, when I put a ton of glue so that it really holds, I put a ton of glue. So as you can see how they're all stacked with the two pieces of these plastic things. And you always leave the flat on the top and glue this to the rounded part. It goes on nice. So that's done. Now I'm going to let that set and really, set for a while and dry. To put the skull onto the plate, I did use some of this adhesive, and then I just put a ton of hot glue around it so it really stays. But this does take a little longer to dry. So now what I'm going to do is, I didn't know what candle I wanted on the top. So I was thinking the black or the white, but I said, you know what, the white. So I'm going to definitely do the white. So I got this at the Dollar Tree, of course. And this actually lights up. So at night it'll be illuminated and it'll look real cool. But what I'm going to do is, I want some red drippings to go down. So I'm burning a regular red candle. And I'm just going to go around it with these red drippings. Make it look a little more spookier. And this is just a plastic candle, so this isn't hurting it. It's actually drying like as soon as I get on it. And I'm just going to go around. Like so. Until I have a whole bunch of... Now, if you can find a black candle, you could do it with black. You could do it with a yellow or an orange candle. Any color you want. And I'm just going to keep going around until I get... Do some drips on the inside. Like so. Alright, so that looks good. I'm going to blow that out. Now, let that dry for a minute, which it's dry already. Now what I'm going to do is take my plate, which I don't think the base is even that dry yet. It's still moving, so I just want to keep it where it is. Because I used the E600 and some hot glue for the base. So that's going to take probably a half hour to dry. I just wanted to get this done because I have so much to do. I actually have to run to Home Depot and pick out the fixtures for the bathroom, so I got a lot to do. I got to get in the shower. Anyhow, alright, so now this is going to be the top. So it's just these plastic plates. You don't want anything too heavy up here because, it's not the sturdiest. So as a matter of fact, I think what I'm going to do is just go around all this with the glue in certain spots just to make sure. I mean, I can always do that after I put the plates on, but just turn it around. and fill in those gaps. I think I'll just fill all that in later. I just want to get it put together so you could see how it's coming out. Alright, so that's the front. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some more glue. Load up my gun. And I'm going to put it on the bottom of these. And these, I actually just glued 3 of these plastic plates together to make them a little bit more sturdier instead of having just one plate that's a little flimsy. So I actually did 3 plates together. And now I'm just going to place it on the top. And I'm going to have to stand back to see if it's even. Which, yeah, that looks perfect. Perfection. So freaking excited for this one. I'm loving it. I don't know if you could see that at the top, but let me see if you could see. No. All right, I'll just have to pick up the camera for a minute. See the top? So that's how the top plate's gonna look. And I'm gonna put the candle on top of that. So, let me see if I pick the camera up a little bit. Yeah, all right, that's a little better. All right, so anyhow. So that's that. Now let that dry. And now what I'm going to do is take this mesh stuff again and just cut it. Let me see now that I move the camera if you can see what I'm doing now. Yeah, okay. I'll just put it like that. Now what I'm going to do is take this netting stuff and I'm just going to cut. And I'm going to start gluing this around these plastic things here. So, again with the glue. This is the most annoying glue gun on the face of the earth with the squeaking noise. So now I'm just going to go around like so. See, so now it covers these ugly plastic. And you can leave it in the back like that, but I'm going to actually trim it after they're all done. I just want that to set. And then let me start a new one. Get that glue under there. So this one's nice and... this has to be on there more. There we go. Okay. That's better. I'm just going to go all the way around. Don't be shy with the glue, because the more glue the better. That means that your piece will be sturdier and it won't fall apart. Okay, now another piece of mesh. This one's actually a little long, but I'll cut it in the back and just go like so. And then up. That's another thing I need. Besides a new glue gun and the long glue sticks, because this one's a pain in the butt, I definitely need brand new scissors. You'd think with all the crafts and all the crap I do, I would have a really good pair of scissors, which I don't. I had a good pair, and I don't know what the hell happened to them. I think when I brought them somewhere, a craft fair or something a year or so ago. I lost them, and then I just been using crappy scissors. Alright, so that's the second one. Like I said, the strings, the little strings that hang from the black part, you could always go in later and clean that up. I'm going to have to clean up this dish. There's a little bit of glue on there. Now for the top one. Oh, that's going to dry before I can get my piece cut, probably. Alright, let's see. Just go around like so. Okay, I'll trim that later. Let that dry for a minute, see where I have to fill it in. Alrighty. So that's looking pretty cool. I'm liking. Like I said, I will trim it up at the ends later. Now, I am going to put one more little one up there. I just want that to set first. I'll do that in a minute. I'll take a picture of the final product. You get the point, right? I just want to, now the candle's going to go on top, like so. Now, these chains I also got at the Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to show you real quick. I'm going to start at the front. Let me load up my gun. See, now the woman that I got this idea from, she just left it like this. But she, like I said, she connected the skull to the skull. Didn't have these things in the middle. But otherwise, and her plate was different. She did it on top of the bowl. I'm doing it on top of the plate and using the bowl as a stand. Because then you could put candy or something here. Or, you know, really clean it up good. And you could put cheese and crackers. You could put little pigs in a blanket. Like, you could do anything. So now what I want to do is I want to put this chain around. Now, it's hard to do a chain like this and do it on this type of a surface. So what I'm going to do is stop in the front and let me see. Yeah, I'm going to go like that. So I don't know if you can see, but it's actually going to sit. So it's this part is going to sit flat. Alright, so that part is what's going to sit flat on the... You got to do it a little further back. Okay, gotcha. See, once you get one, then you could just go around with it. And the glue has to go right there and right there. Okay, see what I'm doing here? The flat side of every other chain, so it's every other one, you just put in the middle here, and then you glue that down. So this way, it sits nice and even, and it's going to go all the way around. All right, so I'm going to pause the video for a second. I'm going to continue with the chain around it. I'm going to put the mesh up here. I'm going to clean it all up and trim. I don't want to bore you with all that. And then I will show you the final product, and I think it's going to be really super cool. All right, I'll be back. Thanks, guys. Hi, everyone. It's Arlene, and I'm done with my skull. I guess you could call it like a topiary candle. No, I shouldn't do that to the camera. Anyhow, yeah, so this is how it turned out. I ended up putting the chain all the way around the base. The only thing I was upset about was when it got to the back, the one that goes this way couldn't fit, so I just glued those. But as you can see, I cleaned up the mesh all in the back. That's the candle on the top. And when it's the right way, because he's the front. So that's the front of them. And then you have the candle on the top. And it's super cute. That one took a little more time, but it's well worth it. Look how freaking adorable that is. Excuse my French. Now, this was the black one that I made yesterday with the white, that I had to wait for the white face to dry, and then I redid the face. But that's how that one came out. These were the skull tutorials that I did with just with the basket hanging. Now this was, let me see if I can move this out of the way. This was the tutorial I just did before. This was with the trays. So what I decided to do was I glued that tray with the bones onto the tray with the spiders. So now it's a two-tier. Which you could put just a bowl in the middle here with some dip. Maybe put some pretzels up there. And then potato chips on the bottom. But I made that a two-tier, which looks super cute. And the guy down there has the bow. The little skull guy, and then this skull guy. I'm not going to put a bow around him. I might. But that looks so cute. So that's that. And then I have the punch bowl that I did with the hands, and then the legs say pick your poison. So that's the one with the black. This is a purple bowl with the skull with the purple and the purple beads around it and the spiders. Then this was the one with the orange and with the gray face that I spray painted silver. The pumpkin faces, and those are just on the candlestick holders. Then, of course, the beautiful one I just made on the ceramic plate. Love it, love it, love it. So cool. And then this one. That was so that's all of the Halloween things that I've been doing the tutorials on the past couple days. And, yeah, so that's how they came out. I think they're super cute. Yes?
It's Ed.
Hi, come in. All right, let me go. I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please like the video. And I'll be back soon. Bye.